Hi, Lopez community. My name is Brady Smith, and I'm the superintendent of the Lopez Island School District. As part of our commitment to transparency and communications, we're creating a few fairly short videos about the Lopez Island School District budget. Thank you for watching. As you likely already know, the school district has some pretty significant financial challenges right now. We've created these videos to help you understand how we got here, how we are addressing the issue currently, and the steps we're taking to ensure the future of our school. In addition to these videos, we will be posting an FAQ document on the school website, which will be updated over the next few months in response to your questions. First, it's important to understand how public schools in Washington state are funded. Public schools in Washington are funded through a combination of state funding, federal funding, local levies, and grants. The largest source of funding is from the state. Washington uses a model where money generally follows students. That means districts receive funding based largely on enrollment numbers. How many students are attending school? In the case of Lopez Island, to provide a basic education, we receive approximately $18,000 per full-time student from the state. While $18,000 per student seems like a lot of money, that is still not enough to cover the costs of running our school. The formula the state uses to calculate what ample funding is per student still falls significantly short of the real costs of operating small, geographically isolated schools like ours. One good piece of news in terms of school budgets this year is that the state increased the amount of funding it provided for special education. Previously, the state assumed every school district had a maximum of 16% of the student body who qualified for special education funding. In the case of Lopez, the percentage of students is higher. As of last year, the state now provides special education funding based on actual percentages. However, and this is another important detail, it is still not enough to cover the costs of meeting required federal mandates for all of our special education students. As I mentioned, state funding is tied to enrollment. If enrollment declines, funding declines too. This creates significant challenges because our costs do not go down when enrollment declines. We still need a teacher for every classroom. We still need to heat the whole building. We still need to transport students in school buses. We're not alone in this challenge. Enrollment is down in public schools across the country. The next category is federal funding. Our school district also receives federal funding, although it is less than 4% of our overall budget. Federal dollars are usually tied to specific programs or student populations, such as special education, school meals, or support for students experiencing poverty. The next category is levy funding. Local levies are approved by voters and help districts pay for programs and services that are not funded by the state. Lopez Island School District currently receives funding from 3 levies: a capital projects levy, a technology and safety levy, and an educational programs and operations levy. These are tightly restricted funds. The capital projects levy can only fund capital projects. For our school district, the most recent project is the completion of the new Class A water utility that provides water to the school, which included the repair of broken pipes and renovation of our bus barn. The technology and safety levy can only fund costs associated with technology and safety. This covers more than just computers for the school. The tech levy also funds the security system for our school, including electronic door locks and alarms, the display screens in public areas, an improved PA system to ensure emergency alerts can be heard campus-wide, and it funds the staff needed to support all of our technology tools. The Educational Programs and Operations Levy, or EP&O levy, covers costs not covered by state funding. For example, the state assumes we have 27 students per class, but as a small school with limited enrollment, we do not. So the EP&O levy includes teacher salaries, as well as funding paraeducators, substitute teachers, librarians, the nurse and medical room assistant, AP offerings, career and technical education, instructional materials, and operational expenses like maintenance and utility costs, and other educational programs. Like all local levies, voters have the chance to vote to renew them every 4 years. Our EP&O levy is up for renewal this August 2026. Thank you for watching, and a reminder about our FAQ page about the Lopez Island School budget, which is also where you'll be able to submit additional questions and we will post our replies.